Dzień dobry. I'm Penelope with StockFocus.com, and today we're in Krakow, Poland. And before you decide whether Krakow is right for retirement, you need to hear this sentence. Krakow is not a warm weather fantasy. But for the right retiree, it may be one of the most affordable, cultured, and livable cities in Europe. Krakow doesn't sell sunshine. It doesn't compete with Paris or Barcelona. And it doesn't try to impress you with lifestyle marketing. What Krakow offers in 2026 is something increasingly rare. A historic European city, strong healthcare access, excellent public transportation, deep culture, real affordability, and a daily life that still works for ordinary people. The Baltic amber necklace I'm wearing historically traveled through Poland via the Amber Road, linking the Baltic to the Mediterranean long before modern borders existed, and it can symbolize that retiring well isn't about shine. It's about something that lasts. And my shirt, Spokojnie. That sums up a Polish belief that fits nicely into daily life in Krakow, and if you don't know what it means, I promise you will by the end of this video. If you're imagining a retirement that values substance over spectacle, culture over trendiness, and financial breathing room over bragging rights, this video is for you. We'll cover real costs of living, healthcare, visas, neighborhoods, taxes, and what a normal day actually feels like in Krakow. Not a postcard, not a fantasy, the reality. Taxonomy. Let's begin. Let's talk numbers, because Krakow's charm hides a very practical truth. Krakow is one of the most affordable major cities in the European Union. Housing is the biggest variable. A modern one-bedroom apartment in a central or well-connected neighborhood typically ranges from 2,500 to 3,800 PLN per month, which is approximately 560 to 850 euros, depending on location, building quality, and whether utilities are included. Two-bedroom apartments generally fall between 3,200 and 5,000 PLN, or roughly 720 to 1,120 euros. Move slightly outside the historic center, into neighborhoods like Podgorze, Krowodrza, or Groceries, and prices become noticeably more favorable without losing tram access or walkability. Groceries are where Krakow really shines. Local markets, bakeries, and neighborhood shops keep food costs low. Expect to spend approximately 900 to 1,300 PLNs per month, about 200 to 290 euros, for high-quality groceries including produce, bread, dairy, meat, and seasonal foods. Eating well here does not require a luxury budget. Before you can access Poland's public healthcare system as a resident, you'll need private health insurance to meet visa and residence permit requirements. In Krakow, private expat health plans typically cost around 30 to 350 euros depending on age, coverage, and pre-existing conditions. We will get more into the details in the health section coming up. Utilities, electricity, water, gas, and heating typically average 500 to 800 PLN per month, or 110 to 180 euros, depending on apartment size and winter heating usage. Public transportation is excellent. A monthly transit pass costs around 100 PLN, roughly 23 euros, and many retirees never need a car. High-speed fiber internet and mobile service usually range from 80 to 150 PLN per month, or about 18 to 35 euros. Dining out is affordable and social. A full meal at a casual restaurant costs 40 to 70 PLN, and even frequent dining typically totals 600 to 1,000 PLN per month, about 135 to 225 euros. All in, a comfortable middle-class retirement in Krakow generally ranges from 3,700 to 6,000 PLN per month, which is approximately 1,076 to 1,953 euros, depending on housing and lifestyle. That places Krakow well below Western Europe, and even below many cities in Southern Europe, while still offering full city life. Krakow is not a museum city. It is a living one. Founded over 1,000 years ago, Krakow served as Poland's royal capital for centuries. Its old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, not because it's preserved for tourists, but because people still live inside it. Unlike many Eastern European cities, Krakow was largely spared wartime destruction, which means its medieval streets, Renaissance courtyards, and Gothic churches are real, not reconstructions. But this is not a frozen city. Krakow is also a major university town, with one of Europe's oldest universities, Jagiellonian University, founded in 1364. The result is a city that feels educated, international, and quietly youthful, without feeling transient. Architecturally, Krakow blends medieval, Austro-Hungarian, and modern neighborhoods seamlessly. It feels Central European first, Polish second, thoughtful, grounded, and deeply cultural. Neighborhoods matter here. Stare Miasto. Old Town. Historic, walkable, beautiful, best for active retirees. Kazimierz. Artistic, social, full of cafes and history.
Podgorze.
quieter, greener, excellent value.
Krowodrza.
Residential, well-connected, popular with long-term residents. Krakow rewards retirees who want culture without chaos and affordability without isolation. Healthcare is one of Krakow's strongest retirement advantages, if you understand how it works. Poland operates a public healthcare system administered through the NFC.
Narodowy Fundusz Zdrowia.
As a foreign retiree, healthcare access usually works in 2 stages. First, you must secure private health insurance for your residence permit or long-stay visa. Private expat policies typically cost between 150 and 350 PLN per month, roughly 35 to 80 euros, depending on age and coverage. After establishing legal residency, retirees may voluntarily enroll in the public system by paying a monthly contribution. This contribution is typically under 700 PLNTs per month, about 155 euros, though many retirees continue using private clinics due to speed and convenience. Once enrolled, doctor visits are free or very low cost.
Specialist visits require referrals.
Prescriptions are heavily subsidized. Many retirees choose a hybrid approach: public coverage for major care, private clinics for speed and English-speaking doctors. Private specialist visits typically cost 150 to 300 PLN, or 35 to 70 euros out of pocket. Krakow has multiple modern hospitals, private clinics, and English-speaking physicians, particularly in private facilities. Healthcare here is functional, affordable, and accessible, especially compared to the US. Imagine the day you wake to church bells echoing softly through the streets. Breakfast is coffee and fresh bread from the bakery downstairs. Still warm, still simple. You walk through the old town as shopkeepers open their doors, trams glide past, and the city wakes without rushing. Late morning might bring a walk along the Vistula River, a museum visit, or a cafe stop in Kazimierz. Lunch is pierogi, soup, or grilled vegetables, unpretentious and filling, followed by conversation, not schedules. In the afternoon, you read, walk, or simply sit in a square watching life pass. Evening brings lights, music, and quiet energy. People gather. Meals stretch. Time slows. Krakow doesn't demand attention. It earns it. Want to estimate whether Krakow fits your retirement budget? Visit StockFocus.com to use our free retirement calculator and interactive city cost map. Personalized for your income, savings, and lifestyle goals. Residency and visas. Most American retirees stay long-term in Poland using a temporary residence permit, often based on financial independence. Requirements typically include proof of sufficient income or savings, long-term housing arrangement, comprehensive health coverage. Income thresholds are assessed case by case, but retirees must demonstrate the ability to support themselves without Polish employment. Many applicants to this permit have been approved with somewhere between 900 to 1,350 euros per month in provable income via Social Security, pension, investment income, or combination of various income streams. Poland taxes residents on worldwide income if you are considered a tax resident, but tax treatment varies by income source and treaty. Poland has a US-Poland tax treaty, and professional advice is recommended. Krakow doesn't promise luxury. It offers stability. Oh, and my t-shirt.
Spokojnie.
It means take it easy. There is time. It is widely used in everyday Krakow conversation. In Krakow, it does not mean laziness. It's a refusal to rush life unnecessarily. For retirees who want deep culture, affordability, healthcare access, and a city that still functions for regular people, Krakow remains one of Europe's most compelling and underestimated options in 2026. I'm Penelope from StockFocus.com. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and tell us which city you'd like us to explore next.
Do widzenia!